In 1988, an ad campaign was set into motion that changed generations to come. Find out about it on today's podcast. Hi, my name is Michael Johnson. I'm a ballroom dance professional, a life coach, and a peak performance expert. I'm part of a group of motivated people who are dedicated to attaining emotional mastery and unlocking our full potential. We don't believe others are responsible for how we feel. In fact, we don't believe anyone can make us feel anything. We believe in the magic of ballroom dance. It has taught us how to improve our bodies, challenge our minds, and inspire our souls. And in return, I want to share those lessons with the world. We are lifers, and this is Magic for Life. What's up, lifers? Michael Johnson and the Magic for Life podcast here with you today. So glad you could join me, and I am excited to share with you this. So hopefully that caught your attention. In 1988, a simple ad campaign was started by a company we all know and have probably purchased something from. The company's name was Nike, and the simple term was just do it. Now, what a funny thing that revolutionized the ads of today. I mean, honestly, this ad campaign had influence on so many ads. In fact, everybody's trying to do something like it. Everybody is trying to find their slogan, their cool thing, because Nike found a way to inspire generations with one simple phrase: just do it. Well, what the heck does that mean, just do it? Well, that means don't complain about it, don't tell a big story about it, don't do 20 other things about it, just do it. Well, it seems so simple, and honestly it is, and that's part of why it's resonated with generations. It's funny because it's a shoe advertisement. Okay, so of course, just do it. Well, we're going to wear shoes, so just do it. Yeah, right. But they were talking to us in a different way. They were talking to us about getting out and doing the thing that we love. They were trying to resonate with our soul, not necessarily the sole of our shoe. I know that was a bad pun. But they were trying to get to us and tell us something about ourselves. Just do it. Just stop making excuses. There are no more excuses. You've got to just get out and do it. Now, I wanted to dig a little bit deeper into that. You know, I look ahead in the next few months, and we have our annual immersion that we do for my clan, and a lot of people will be showing up to this week-long immersion. We're going to spend 40 hours together, and we're going to just kill it and just do it. Right? One of the things that's really fabulous about a week-long intensive is that you can dig in and you can put everything you have into it. This immersion idea, this immersion concept is amazing because your mind starts to make the connections it needs to make. It starts to get in and go, oh, I see. When everything is coming at you nice and tight and close together, you start to make connections that you might not otherwise do. See, we're capable of learning things quickly and easily. And I know maybe there's some of you out there that are saying, well, no, I don't learn very fast. Don't give yourself that label. Honestly, we are built to learn. We're built to adapt. And like we've said before in the past, we do things to avoid pain and to gain pleasure. If that's the first time you've heard this, then you need to listen to more of the podcasts. And this is an interesting idea, right? This whole fight or flight thing comes from the idea that if we are about to be in pain, we will do whatever we can to get out of pain, right? Because pain ultimately equals death, and we are built to preserve our life. And then we do things to gain pleasure. That's another thing that's built in to our being. But sometimes we have to do things in order to gain pleasure. We do things that might inflict what we think at the time is pain. And sometimes it is. And sometimes it's just what our perception is of what pain is that gets us. And so sometimes we have to go off after things and put our heart and our soul in it and understand that maybe we'll go through a little bit of pain to gain a whole lot of pleasure, and we do that all the time. In fact, you've probably done it already to this day with certain things in your life that you've become passionate about, with the thing that you love to do. And it's an amazing experience. I hope you've had an experience where you've gotten in, you've immersed yourself into this thing, and you've gone 100%. You know, it's fun to watch children, because children don't have the same inhibitions as maybe some of us adults. And inhibitions are interesting because sometimes they're from wisdom and sometimes they're from a lack of perspective or knowledge. But kids will jump in. They'll just jump in. And when they love something, they just get in and they go. Recently, my son decided he wanted to get involved in mountain biking. And so he started looking up everything about it. He got immersed in it. And for the last, oh my goodness, a couple months now, all we've heard is about mountain biking. He started learning about the bikes. He started learning about all the pieces and the parts of the bikes and how you can get different stuff that'll help you while you're mountain biking. He started watching videos, YouTube videos, and learning everything he could about it. He started learning how to sit on the bike properly and lift on the handles in the correct way. He started learning everything he needed to know so he could do this mountain biking thing. He found out there was a mountain biking team at his school, and he learned everything there was about it, and subsequently I had to learn everything about it because he wanted to do it. And so therefore I had to learn as well. So along the way, he started finding more and more things and digging in deep to this idea of mountain biking. The other day I got home and he says, "Dad, come and take a look at this thing that me and my friends have built." So we got on our bikes and we rode around the corner to just a little construction area. They're building some new homes around the corner. And in the lot next to it, they were dumping everything, rocks and sand and all this kind of stuff. Well, he and his friends got some shovels and they went and started building their own little course, this own little mini course. And I loved it. And the reason I found out about it was because he came home and he was sweating. I was like, what are you sweating for? Like, what were you doing that you were working so hard? Oh, well, we got some shovels and we went and started creating this course. I was like, dang. You know, it's funny what we'll do when we fall in love with a topic, with a subject that is important to us or that we are passionate about. In fact, I said, well, that sounds like a lot of hard work, you know? You got a shovel and you were moving dirt. And he's like, oh yeah, that was no big deal. Because he was passionate about it and he loved it. And I love to see that. I love when people get passionate about the thing that they do. It doesn't even matter what it is. When you get passionate about it, you start to do things that are above and beyond. You pick up the shovel and you start moving the dirt. And there might be a little bit of pain associated with. Maybe your hands start to hurt because of the rubbing against the shovel, against your hands. Maybe your muscles get tired. Maybe you put a little extra in. But man, he was so proud and so excited to be able to show me how he could ride his bike through this cool little course that they had made up. Now, don't get me wrong. It wasn't this huge, massive course that was the most amazing thing you'd ever seen. But they built it and they were excited about it. And for them, it was huge. And you know what? They may go on to do something bigger, or they may just have a memory that'll last them for a lifetime until the next big thing that they get excited about. But honestly, Nike, they found a way to attach to something that was so much deeper for us. Just do it. Just get in and do it. Because if you get in and you immerse yourself and you find out the connections that make you love what it is that you do, you'll suffer through some pain so that you can get to the pleasure of what it is that you're doing. And that is human nature. It's just how we are. It's just how we operate. And that's okay. So, I hope you found your thing. Maybe you haven't. And you know what? It's okay to have multiple things. But it is important to get in and immerse yourself. Find that thing and get in and do it. If you're like me, maybe you find podcasts and you just binge listen to all of the stuff on the podcast. I love finding some really great podcasts and just listening to all the episodes and just digging through. Now, don't get me wrong. Going and immersing yourself in Netflix is probably not a viable means by which to immerse yourself. Maybe you can find a way. Maybe it's documentaries or something. But generally speaking, immersing yourself into something that you're learning and that you get passionate about. Sometimes it's easier to get passionate about it if you have some interest in it, but then you want to dig in, jump in the pool, find out it's nice and warm, and then start swimming. For us in our immersion camp that we do, we go a week long, we go 40 hours, we push super hard, and we find anything and everything we can do to learn about what we do. And it's awesome. When we get to the end of the week, we've all learned so much about ourselves, so much about our mind and our body and our soul that can take us to the next level and really head towards this journey of being a lifer, because we are learning and immersing ourselves in the things that are most exciting to us at the time. So go find your thing. If you haven't found your thing, look for it. Try some things out and immerse yourself in it, and you'll know. If you go in and try to decide that something is your thing and you immerse yourself in it for 3-4 days, a week, 2 weeks, go dig in. Find out if it's your thing. And as Nike said, just do it. Hey, I appreciate you guys all, and I'm so thankful that you guys are listening and that you're out there. I hope you found the podcast helpful today, and we just want to try to change some people's lives. So if you know anybody that this podcast would be great for, please take a screenshot and send them the screenshot, or post on social media the episode that you liked, and let people know about the podcast, and hopefully we can change some people's lives. I sure appreciate you. And keep an eye out for my new book. It's coming out soon. We're so excited, and we are working overtime right now to get this book out to you as soon as possible. It's coming. In fact, in the coming days, keep an eye out for a link. You might be able to reserve your copy early, or it might just be ready for you to purchase. So we're excited to have it come out your way and get you some of this amazing information. We are so excited. Maybe next time we'll get a sneak peek at the title of the book. But we're excited to share it with you. So stay tuned, and we'll see you at the next podcast. Take care.
Want more Magic for Life? If so, then reserve your copy of my new book. Get your copy at everyminutebook.com. Inside this book, you'll find the secrets to attaining the next level of performance in anything you do. Learn the secrets behind emotional mastery that'll start you on your new journey of being a lifer. Whether you're an athlete, a business professional, or an artist, this book will change your life forever. Get your copy reserved today.